You probably missed this in Boss Baby. Tim's t-shirt actually changes numbers from 01 to 02 to show that he's no longer on top when it comes to kids in the family. You missed this in Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope, and apparently George Lucas did too. Look closely at the docking bay doors and you'll see that they have a large stylized 94 emblazoned on them. Why does this matter so much? George Lucas has wiped all instances of English letters and Arabic numerals from the Star Wars universe, replacing them with an in-universe language, but it looks like he missed at least one of them. Did you notice that in Elf, even after Buddy is away from the North Pole, he still sleeps with his feet sticking out? That's because the beds the elves used in the North Pole were too small for him, so he never learned how to actually make a bed, or that your feet aren't supposed to stick out when you sleep. Did you know that Pennywise's insanely creepy eyes in It aren't a special effect? In case his portrayal of the evil clown wasn't scary enough, the actor can actually move both of his eyes independently. In the famous sewer scene, one eye is looking at the character while the other is looking directly at us. You missed this in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. There's something very special about the character Martini. Not only is he played by a young Danny DeVito, but his character was a pilot in the Vietnam War whose plane was shot down and started to sink in the ocean. Now, whenever he starts to feel nervous, such as during tense scenes in the film, he instinctively puts his feet up on his chair, as if he were still in the flooding cockpit of his plane. You missed this in Kill Bill Volume 2. Pay attention during this scene set in Bud's trailer. Did you spot it? There's a can of Safeguard gasoline, which just so happens to be the same kind used in another Quentin Tarantino film, Reservoir Dogs, where Mr. Blonde uses it during the scene with the kidnapped police officer. The roles of Bud and Mr. Blonde were both played by the same actor, Michael Madsen. Home Alone has a detail you definitely missed. In the famous scene where Marv sticks his head through the doggy door and gets shot by a BB gun. You may have asked yourself, why is there a doggy door even when we never see a dog? This is explained by a line much earlier in the film that feels like a throwaway bit of information when it's mentioned that the family dog has been placed in a kennel for the trip. Did you know that Final Destination wasn't actually supposed to be a movie at all? Originally titled Flight 180, it was written as a spec script for the screenwriter's favorite show, The X-Files. But producers liked it so much that they encouraged the writer to develop it into its own movie. You missed this in The Shawshank Redemption. After Andy Dufresne has escaped from prison, the head of the prison guards who tormented him for many years is finally arrested. When Guard Captain Hadley is read his Miranda rights by the district attorney, he's shown reading them off of a piece of paper. The reason the DA still doesn't have them memorized is because the court case requiring those rights to be explicitly stated, Miranda v. Arizona, had just occurred the same year the scene takes place, 1966. You missed this in The Matrix. When Morpheus is first training Neo inside of the simulation, he challenges him to a one-on-one martial arts fight. The two are evenly matched and at one point attack each other with the exact same move. But take another look at it. When shown from above, the position of their bodies, when combined with the colors of their clothes and heads, form a very specific shape, a yin-yang symbol.